The documents necessary to carry out the logistic for Rancho El Tirón of the product are the following: commercial invoice, a detailed description of the goods, Incoterm, the cost of transportation, weight, dimensions, and itinerary of the goods, and terms of payment. Certificate of origin is a document provided by the Exporter Chamber of Commerce that attests that the carrots originated in Mexico. Packing list is a specification of what the shipment contains in great detail. Manifest. This document the shipping company BNSF must generate it and list all cargo on board. Intermodal bill of lading. This fulfills three functions. Is a contract between the shipper, receipt for the goods, and certificate of title. Charter party is a contract of carriage with the shipper that says it uses all or most of the carrying capacity of the ship. Letter of instruction. For refrigerated cargo, it specifies the temperature that must be maintained in the container and the monitoring frequency of the temperature. Electronic data interchange is the electronic exchange of documents from computer to computer, allows the notification of the client in a particular step in the shipping of goods. Export taxes. Carrots in Mexico do not pay any taxes. Certifications are not mandatory but may help in the negotiation. The company has NAFTA certificate, food safety certificate by Primus Lab, certificate of origin, and certificate of Senacica.
To enter Canada, the government has set documents and measures that give certainty to the government, the transaction, and provide safety to the consumers. The documents are: import license is a license issued by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency that allows you to import. Sales confirmation in triplicate, which certifies the firm purchase agreement. This document is reviewed by a customs official and transmitted to the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Inspection certificate, which informs the authorities that the minimum import requirements for quality, labeling, and packaging have been met. The measures are: grades and quality requirements specified by the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Regulations. Maximum limit of chemical residues present in food should be met by the exported goods and vary based on the perceived risk of the fruit or vegetable to the health of Canadians and/or the environment. And finally, labeling requirements for each product.
In order to implement this strategy, certain times are presented. Considering that Mr. Serna hasn't negotiated the terms and conditions of the export contract, and we must be sure that the buyer is prepared for the importation, the first month should be dedicated to discussing this with the Canadian client and establish the use of the CPT Incoterm. Once having these terms clarified, the next step is to contract the freight transportation company involved in the fixed route. All this giving enough time to Rancho El Tirón in case they need to increase their production, and then in April harvest and pack the carrots to make the first shipment. And the idea is to keep sending every month, but we know that it also depends on the demand. Now, according to our strategy, the carrots follow their current route to Tijuana by truck, where after the customs clearance goes to Old Town Railway Station in San Diego, changing the mean of transport now by train, to make its way all over the USA, arriving at the Pacific Central Station in Vancouver, where the client receives the carrots. This whole process will take approximately 6 days, so the carrots still have 3 full weeks of shelf life.
So, what do you think about the proposal we've developed for you? Considering the excellent railway infrastructure that the United States and Canada have, the intermodal transportation strategy allows you to save money, time, and also is a way to be a bit more eco-friendly, since an intermodal train is more fuel efficient than a truck. And the company BNSF is a specialist in transporting fresh and frozen perishable commodities. In the long term, this strategy will save you enough money to keep investing in your ranch and even consider to send other products abroad.
Alright, all of this sounds like a great strategy. You really capture my needs and also my clients. We're looking forward to start working with you.